Hi, this is Tracy from Go Fit Now. I'm doing this cooking video today because today is my cooking day, and I get questions about like how to prepare food, how to get ready for the week, and all that sort of stuff. So just so in case you're wondering, I am wearing a face mask because when I'm doing things like cooking, I like to do double duty, like, you know, fix your face up at the same time. So without further ado, I'm going to get into my cooking and I'll describe what basically I cook a whole bunch of stuff and have it all set up for the week so that when I'm busy and I want to have good food, there's plenty to choose from, and I just stick it in the fridge and reheat it or whatever I have to do. All right, so the first thing I'm going to make is a seitan roast, and I got a recipe off the internet that I kind of like made my own. I just changed a few things to make it more my own recipe, but basically for this you need gluten. So if you're gluten intolerant, this is probably not a good recipe for you, but it's very high in protein and it's very good for vegans if they're not gluten intolerant. The first thing that you do is you measure out the gluten. So you need 2 cups of gluten. I'm not a very sophisticated cook. I just use like old protein shake containers that I have the, you know, measures on them. I kept losing all the cups. So here we go. Starting with the gluten, trying not to get it everywhere because this stuff is kind of sticky and difficult to clean up. Throw in, so right now I'm mixing up the dry ingredients. So now I'm going to throw in about half a cup of the nutritional yeast because it gives a really nice cheesy flavor. Then I throw in, and I don't even bother measuring it, but I chuck in some sage, some onion flaky things, some thyme, about a teaspoon or so of each of these, because we want to make it flavorsome, you know. And we want paprika. That's what it looks like so far. So then I just get a wooden spoon and I mix up those ingredients. Try not to breathe the gluten flour. I don't think it's really good for your lungs, so try not to let that fly around, that dust fly around too much. And I like to put things away as I go because having an untidy kitchen makes it really hard to continue working. Okay, now for the wet ingredients. Grab the I use a Vitamix or the blender container. Throw in the pinto beans. 1.5 cups of vegetable broth. So I'm going to use my fancy measuring cup again. It says 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, so I put about 3 tablespoons of miso paste in. Okay, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Pop that in, and it says 3 cloves of garlic, but I like to give it a good solid right here. I've probably got about 6, so I'm going to double up on the garlic because I really like garlic, and so does everybody in my family. And you want it to be flavorsome. So here we go. We give it some blending. You don't want to get too crazy about it, but you definitely want to crush up that garlic. All right, so this is where the magic happens. We're going to pour that mixture, the wet mixture, into the gluten flour and the dry ingredients. Just pour it all in like that. And then you get a little workout. So now you mix it. So you want to make sure all of the gluten is incorporated into the wet ingredients so that, you know, you have this nice dough. You can see how it's getting really kind of falling together. It's coming into one big piece. A nice big ball of healthy dough that we're now going to form into a roast and cook it until it's all yummy. And it tastes a little bit, it has kind of a meaty texture. It's pretty nice once it's cooked. Okay, so for this next little bit, you want to make sure your hands are clean, and so make sure you wash your hands first, and you'll need some aluminum foil or alfoil or aluminum foil for Americans. So you're going to cut off 2 decent sized pieces, shiny side up, and you're going to take your dough and you're going to form it into a loaf shape. It's as simple as that. I wrap it up like a big present. And then I just put it on a baking sheet. It goes in the oven about 350 to 375 degrees for 60 minutes.